Season, A Letter to the Future is a story about a journey through a world threatened by an unknown global cataclysm. This journey will be emotional, exciting and slightly mystical. We talk about the indie gem from Scavengers Studio in the review. Thank you for subscribing to the RTV Gaming channel so as not to miss new videos, and we are starting. The main character of Season, A Letter to the Future is a girl named Estelle, who leaves her father's house on the eve of a large-scale cataclysm. He was foretold in a prophetic vision of her friend, which was regarded by the local elder as sufficient evidence of the coming beginning of a new era. Civilization has experienced such changes several times already. Estelle goes on a journey for a reason. She is on a mission, during which she seeks to document as many facts about the world around her as possible in order to pass the information on to those who come after her. The thing is that no one knows what the cataclysm will be, what it will destroy and what will be left untouched. Therefore, the heroine wants to keep the maximum number of memories, suddenly come in handy. The girl is armed with a notebook, a camera and a voice recorder, says goodbye to her mother, takes a look around her native town, and sets off towards the unknown. Her path lies through mountains, forests, meadows and settlements scattered over them, which store so many details about the life and life of the people who inhabited them. Season, A Letter to the Future attracts with its world, similar to ours, but a little different. The game tells stories not only with the help of characters, of which there are not very many here in general, but through the environment, the interiors of buildings, scattered things, monuments and propaganda posters. So we learn that a war once raged in the region, get acquainted with the fate of the inhabitants of this region, who were forced to leave it. In special places, we cling to fragments of memories. Throughout this splendor, the girl moves on a bicycle. It is easy to control, and if you move away from it, with the help of a pause, you can always call the bike to you, like a roach. The game gives you the opportunity to enjoy cycling to the fullest. There are quite long transitions between areas where you will pedal for several minutes, enjoying the scenery. When the heroine dismounts, a lot of artifacts open up in front of her, which need to be photographed, recorded, added to the album. It is very easy and interesting. You can take pictures of whatever you want, and Estelle will comment on many of the pictures. If you hear an interesting sound, like birdsong or chimes, you can save it to tape. Everything that you deem necessary will be saved on the pages of the album, forming a general description of a particular place. At the same time, Season, A Letter to the Future is very loyal to the choice of memories that will go into the album. You can put 5 identical pictures in a row, photograph any nonsense, and the game will consider this sufficient to describe the place you visited. However, you will probably want to diversify your impressions as much as possible, so your album will be filled with only interesting content. For a leisurely journey around the world and documenting impressions, a good dozen hours fly by, leaving a pleasant aftertaste after passing the game. You may not want to return to it. The story is still one time, but you will not regret the time spent in it. Aside from a few minor flaws, like the lack of voice acting in some of the dialogues and the sometimes awry controls, this is an almost perfect narrative adventure.